If you ask almost any Subnautica player what the scariest zone is, almost everyone would say the Void. It's a giant, never-ending chasm of utter darkness and terror that can be found by traveling to the edges of the map in-game. It's also here we can find massive ghost leviathans that will hunt down and decimate anything they find over 8,000 meters below the sea. And while these creatures are terrifying, there may actually be even more demented monsters deeper in these waters, the Gargantuan Super Leviathans. They are a rumored apex predator that is said to dwarf any and everything we have seen in the game so far, and also may hold some secrets to the ancient history of this planet. Located in the bone fields of the Lost River in the first game is a Colossus-class creature of which only the bones remain. The specimen is so large that even just its head is bigger than the sea truck itself, and when measuring the full skeleton, accounting for the fact that so much of it is hidden from the sand, the entire Leviathan would measure around 1,100 to 1,300 meters long, almost a mile. This puts this monster well above the size of anything we have seen in any of the games, and shows that there's a lot more hiding deep underwater than we thought. In fact, one of the craziest revelations of this find is that a creature of this size would most certainly not be able to swim in the somewhat shallow waters of the Lost River, implying that at some point this area of the map must have been a completely different depth and biome. This creature, just on its own, is over half the length of the entire map in Subnautica itself, so an area that it could actually call home must have been unlike anything we have encountered thus far. On top of this, if we date the bones we find in-game, they can be traced back to well over 3 million years ago, meaning this Gargantuan Super Leviathan has been a native to this planet for an unimaginable amount of time. In terms of what these creatures would have been like, and even what the planet was like so many years ago, it's hard to say. But judging from the fact that we can find very similar skeletons multiple times in the Lost River zone, but smaller, it implies there must have been multiple of these species, meaning larger creatures were more common at the time. But this begs the question, do these massive and horrific super leviathans still exist somewhere on planet 4546b? And if they do, could they be hiding in the most mysterious zone of all in Subnautica, deep within the Void? Maybe in the next upcoming game, we can finally find out.